Hello, everyone. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to this weekly heart stream. I've been trying to come up with a better name for these talks slash meditations that we've been doing together over the past few months. And I'm thinking of calling them Heartstream from this point forward. What do you think? And primarily because if I call them a guided meditation and then you join and then you hear me babble for the first 30 minutes or so about some topic, you might be wondering, okay, this is misleading. And so I'm thinking it's more of a Heartstream. It's a hard time in the planet and then allowing the heart to move us in the way the heart wants to move us through some kind of a topic, obviously, so that there's some kind of a focus or direction for our time together, but then so that we can then move into a guided meditation. Hello, Danny in Romanian. In Romania. Danny, how are you? How have you been since we last connected? Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Anna Marie or Anne Marie. Sanctuary of Reiki. Hello, Ellen. Welcome. Hello, Karine. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Mary. Sending healing, love, and light to all. I almost said selling healing and love and light to all. Well, you do that too, don't you? As a Reiki master and a coach, you do sell healing and Reiki, or rather you sell the experience of spending time with you, which then automatically leads to the healing. Welcome everyone. Welcome Monica, Silvana, those of you who are joining us right now. Hello Peter. Welcome Jacob, Jennifer. Welcome. Hello Danielle. I said it slowly because I wasn't sure if it was, yeah, it is Daniel, if it was Daniel or Danny. The doctors told me I should be wearing glasses for seeing farther away. The computer is quite far. But since I was very young, I decided not to listen to them and allow my eye muscles to do the work. So I have to squint a little bit. I always struggle with that decision, because I was basically not doing what the doctors told me to do. And as I got older, I remember the last time I went to get some glasses, because I do wear glasses primarily for driving or for watching movies at night. The eye doctor actually told me that it was a very good thing that I listened to my intuition and didn't know wear my glasses all the time. Primarily because, according to him, had I worn my glasses, like from the time I was in my mid-20s or something, the muscles in the eyes would have atrophied. And so as a result, then I would have actually, would have lost some of the ability that I have to see right now. I would have basically depended on my glasses all the time. So I'm really glad I followed my intuition back then and didn't pay attention to what the doctors had to say. But it's part of my own wanting, basically, with dealing with authority figures and so on. Hello. Oh, I don't know if I can pronounce your name, from Sweden. Your surname is Hedstrom. That almost sounds like headstrong, but I'm just going to say it. Hopefully I'm not murdering your first name. Torbjorn. Please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. Hello, Teresa. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being here today. All right, as we are preparing to go into a heart center space, I'd love to make just a few comments before we get started. Actually, announcements, not comments. Did I say comments? I think I did, didn't I? All right. The first announcement. I started last Sunday a three-part free training series called Heart Leader 101 for members of the Academy, the Heart Leader Academy. All right. It's a series of conversations where we are, in essence, exploring what is a heart leader, what are some of the challenges that a heart leader faces, or are part of the path of heart leadership. And then what are some of the most essential skills that a heart leader must learn? So last Sunday we had the first one. If you want to watch the replay, the place to watch it is at the Academy, okay? The Academy for Applied. So that was the old name of the Academy, the Heart Leader Academy, okay? If you don't know how to get to the Academy, you can go to my website, gabrielgonsalves.com, and then on the menu at the top, you'll see one of the menu items says Academy. And just click on there. It will take you to the Academy. It's free to join. Once you join, you can access the replay of the first part. Okay? If you're subscribed to my newsletter, you get it automatically. And then also another place where you can find out more about the series and sign up. If you want to sign up, you still have a chance to sign up, is by going here to the community tab on the YouTube page. I posted an invitation for the free training series, okay? The second announcement is that we're getting close now to another Opening the Heart online weekend retreat. It's coming up on the 29th and the 30th of May, okay? So a month from now. So some of you may know I limit the registration of this online retreat to a maximum of 25 people. So you still have a chance to sign up if you want to be part of this beautiful online healing experience that's coming up on the 29th and the 30th of May, okay? Information about that is also on my website if you go to the section where the upcoming events are. And then the last thing I wanted to share, the last announcement, is that this past weekend I recorded 2 new guided meditations. Well, they're really one, but I'm now making guided meditations in Spanish and English, so bilingual. Not at the same time, of course. And so released a new one that is basically an update, a revised version of the prayer of the heart, the Jesus prayer, where we focus on the prayer, the mantra, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me. And then obviously the Spanish version that is, Señor Jesucristo, Hijo de Dios, ten piedad de mí. So I feel very excited. This has been something that many of you have been asking me to start creating guided meditations in Spanish as well. A lot of people in the U.S. who have their parents do not speak English. And so there's been a lot of requests. So I finally have the capacity, the technology, and also the time to start creating these guided meditations. They are, believe it or not, they're quite time consuming. Okay, they're required, obviously, scripting, recording, editing, exporting, creating the art, etc., 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 etc. So I feel quite excited to be actually be doing this, which is something that was something I really wanted to do for a very long time. All right. Hello, and Bridget Bendix, and sent me a really cute video of this Danish girl singing happy birthday with their flags. It was very, very cute. And well, thank you also to everyone who sent me all the beautiful birthday greetings over the past weekend, and for all the love that you showered me with. All right. So if you recall, last week we initiated a new cycle of guided meditations, and I invited you to come back to basics with me and to explore the 12 virtues of the heart. So last week we focused on the first virtue, the one that really opens the heart, the one that initiates the whole process, which was appreciation. We spoke about how when we move into a place of appreciation, what we really are doing is we're now moving into a place of allowance, allowing, letting go of the resistance to something is good, something's bad, something's desirable, something's not desirable. We start to make more peace with the present moment, to find the value even in that thing that happened that is triggering us or is undesirable. And then from that space, we move with the rhythm of life. It's one of the reasons why the Institute of Heart Math, when they teach the quick coherence practice, the first emotion that they have you explore is the emotion of gratitude or appreciation. Their biofeedback shows that the moment you begin to focus on the heart, breathe into the heart, and then evoke the feeling of gratitude, at that moment there's a change of frequency in your heart. The electromagnetic field around your heart changes to 0.1 hertz. This is something that Greg Braden talks about in all his workshops and his seminars. At that moment, there's an expanded field of awareness. So what we are experiencing in the sense of that feels in the body like a sense of flowing with life, it's primarily the result of a shift in the electromagnetic field that is being generated by your heart. Your heart generates the largest electromagnetic field in the body. It's approximately 5,000 to 6,000 times more magnetism than what your brain generates, and about 50 to 60 times more electricity than your brain generates. All right, and so this is why working at the level of the heart can have an accelerated type of awakening, so to speak, okay? Because you are really working at the level of your vibration, your electromagnetic field. So now we move on to the next one. The next one is what allows us to begin to feel the connection with other people, and it's compassion. Now, to get into compassion, which, by the way, we could be here talking for the next 30 years about compassion and still not be able to define it. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to be diving into the meditation in the next few minutes. But to talk about compassion, I find a good place to start is to start talking about sympathy, and to talk about the distinction between sympathy, empathy, and compassion. Because in essence, they represent three different stages along this journey towards the heart. Let me explain what I mean. What does sympathy, empathy, and compassion share in common? Well, basically the same word, pathos, passion. The word passion comes from the Greek pathos, which means emotion or pain. Okay? The word pathos means emotion or pain. Sympathy means without pain. Sympathy is what we feel when we see someone in pain, but we are disassociated, disconnected from their pain. We see that they're pain, but we don't feel the pain. So we feel sorry for them. Okay? In South Africa, they have this expression. They go, "Oh, shame." Some of my South African friends are probably laughing at me because I'm probably not saying it right. But it goes something like that. You know, in the US, they say something like, "Oh, bless your heart." You know, and it's just when somebody knows that you're in pain, that you're struggling with something, but they don't feel your pain. Okay? And it is out of sympathy that then people will say something like, "Oh, well, at least you're still alive, you know. At least this thing is still going on in your life. Don't worry, you'll get over it really quickly." You know, it's one of the things that happens when people are not really connected to their own pain and somebody else's pain. they try to apply a mental solution to the pain, and obviously they go into that kind of a space. Somewhere along the journey, we begin to wake up to our emotional bodies, to our connection with our hearts, which is really where our humanity is, in the pain that we share of what it means to be human, in our emotions. All human beings share different thoughts, belief systems, life experiences, but what makes us human, what really connects us, is every person who's been on this planet has experienced loneliness, sadness, joy, regret, guilt, shame, joy, love, all of that. It's where our true humanity lies. So that's the next level then, in terms of our evolution, moving from being sympathetic to now being empathetic. The word empathetic means, in essence, in pain, in the emotion. So an empathic person is someone who can really feel their emotions strongly and can also feel somebody else's pain. In fact, empath, which is the word normally used to refer to people who are highly sensitive, can sometimes mistaken their own emotions for somebody else's emotions. It's one of the characteristics of a lot of empath. It's also a wonderful way to escape your emotions because you're too busy trying to feel other people that you're very much disconnected from your own pain. And so to be empathic, to have empathy, is to have the ability to not only see another person that they're in pain, but also feel that pain. And we are wired with these type of nerve cells, neural cells called mirror neurons. Okay? And mirror neurons allow us to actually feel within our bodies the pain of another person. We're feeling our pain, but it's because we are seeing them that they are in pain. Our nervous system literally mirrors back what it's seeing outside. And so we feel that pain too. Oftentimes happens when we watch movies and we see a character in pain, and immediately we start tearing up or feeling also sad ourselves. Mirror neurons are the culprit. They're the reason why we experience this sense of connection called empathy. Now, compassion is the next level of evolution. Compassion with compathos, I should say, because pathos means duck in Spanish. So compathos, with emotion, with pain. Now, compassion ushers in something that is not available with empathy, which is the ability to hold a higher space, a higher possibility, while the person is undergoing the suffering. What do I mean by that? Well, if you see a child that is struggling to tie their shoelaces, right? And they're angry and they're frustrated, and you see the child, and you recognize they're just a child. They're just learning how to tie their shoelaces. And so you see them struggling and you feel their struggle, and you say to them, hey, I know you're struggling. I can see you're struggling to tie your shoelaces. But I know that before you know it, you're going to be able to tie your shoelaces. And you won't even have to think about it. Okay? And so I'm holding that possibility, and I know you can do it. I know you're struggling right now. And so I smile at him, and I know that yes, he's feeling his pain, I'm feeling his pain, their discomfort, but I'm also have a deeper knowing within me that everything's going to be well, that he'll grow that stage and move into a place where that will no longer be a problem or an issue. So to be compassionate towards ourselves or towards another person is to acknowledge, to feel the pain, to feel the pathos, which is what the emotion is, right? The discomfort that the person that we're feeling. But while we're holding that emotion and we're being with that discomfort, there's a part of us that we connect through with our hearts that can see the bigger possibility, that knows that we are experiencing, it's temporary. That there is a higher perspective, there is a higher order of being, that there is a higher purpose for that pain, for that suffering, for that heartbreak, whatever it is. All right? So think of these 3 levels of sympathy, empathy, and compassion as 3 levels that exist pretty much in 3 different levels of development. Sympathy within the level of the mind, the intellect. A lot of people know, okay, I know what pain looks like, and so, yes, I see that you're in pain. And so it belongs to the paradigm of the intellect. It's wonderful to be able to see and recognize, yeah, this person is in pain. But then there's a higher level. When we evolve, when we realize that what connects us is our pain, and that your pain is also my pain, literally. From a nervous system perspective, your pain is my pain because my mirror neurons are mirroring that, and I'm feeling your pain in me. And so that is now the movement into the heart. That is now the movement into a paradigm that says we're all connected. And your pain is also my pain, and I can feel your pain. I can see that your pain, and I can also feel it. Now there is an even higher level of functioning, or the next level of evolution, which you can associate more with a spirit that operates on a paradigm of oneness, that sees the totality, the bigger picture. And so from that perspective, then you can say, yes, I can see you're in pain, I can feel you're in pain, but I know that this pain has a higher purpose, has a lesson, right? And it's guiding you. It's giving you important information. So to be with compassion with ourselves or towards another person is to bring this quality that involves not just the love at the level of the heart, but a higher perspective that sees the bigger picture for ourselves. Today's practice involves 2 different aspects. First, we're going to activate the feeling, the vibration of compassion, so that we can begin to build like the emotional memory and the sensory memory in the body, what compassion feels like. Remember that we cannot give something that we don't have. It's an impossibility. Okay? And so what we want to do is we want to cultivate compassion. And believe it or not, compassion is a muscle, like patience. You cultivate it. And so we're going to learn how to harness this vibration of compassion. And we're going to ask for divine assistance. We're going to call in a divine being of your preference, that is a teacher or somebody who embodies this quality of compassion, so that you can use their vibration, their auric field, okay, to summon that feeling within you. Then we are going to give ourselves that compassion. We're going to nurture ourselves. We're going to radiate this vibration of compassion to ourselves, so that we know what it feels like now to give ourselves that level of compassion. So to treat that inner child within you that doesn't know how to tie its shoes yet, and whatever that may mean for you, and to hold a higher possibility for ourselves, so that you can, as you're experiencing pain, confusion, sadness, or whatever, you can be with that emotion, right? And at the same time be able to see a higher perspective. And then once we learn how to give that to ourselves, we're going to send it out to our loved ones, people in our lives that we care. And then from there, we're going to go beyond and then send it out to the world. Ready? Ready to join me on this compassion adventure around the world? All right, let's begin. Iris Adams, you're watching from South Africa. Gosh, talking about South Africa, I woke up yesterday to the news of the Cape Town fires, and it triggered a lot of sadness. Obviously, I'm quite well aware. Obviously, after living in South Africa in Cape Town for 12 years, I know that area very, very well. The Rhodes Memorial and the the buildings that were burned. I've been there, and not only that, just the beautiful mountain. So I felt exactly that. I felt compassion. So welcome, Iris. Hello, Geraldine. Those of you who are coming in now. Hello, Shell. Hello, Irish. All right, guys, let's begin. I invite you to place your feet on the ground if you haven't already done this. Unless, obviously, you're laying down, then I guess your feet are on the bed or the couch or whatever it is that you're lying down. If you're sitting, do your best to sit up straight in a way that your upper torso is nice and open, available, and receptive, so that our outer attitude begins to also infuse our inner attitude of openness as we gently close our eyes. Bringing a hand over to the heart. And for the next few moments, we rest in this moment. Allowing life to take care of itself, letting go of all sense of worry, letting go of all future thinking, past analysis, setting the intention to be here now and to use our breath and our heartbeats, the two main rhythms of the body, as a way to begin to align and return to this present moment awareness, the only place where God exists. God's name is I am. It's not I will be or I was. It's I am, the ever present moment. The only place where you can find God. Not in a book. Here and now. We begin now to breathe straight into the heart, imagining that we have a tiny hole in the center of the chest, as if we could breathe straight into the heart, energizing the core. The word core comes from the French word cœur, which means heart. We energize with every breath that we take, allowing this breath to become nice and slow. Nice and deep. And nice and even, so that if you're inhaling on a count of 4, for example, you inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now continue on your own. Allowing this breath to become nice and even. We use the breath to harmonize the heart and the brain. In the name of the Father, the Mother, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and speaking on behalf of everyone who's listening to this broadcast, either now or the replay, I connect, align, and unify my heart to the infinitely loving heart of God, knowing that where I am, God is. I and the Father are one. I and the Mother are one. We are one here and now. I welcome this union. Feeling, seeing within my heart a small replica of the sun at noonday. I allow the Son of God to shine within the center of my being. And in the name of Jesus the Christ, in the name of the Atman presence, in the name of our own Buddha nature, I call forth the presence of compassion to fill our hearts, to pour itself in each and every one of us, that our hearts may be one with the compassionate and loving heart of God, the compassionate heart of Christ, the compassionate heart of Mother Mary, the compassionate heart of Lord Krishna and Lord Buddha, and any other being that is an expression of divine love and compassion. With every breath that I take, I allow compassion to grow roots within my heart. Seeing it be reborn as a seedling that little by little begins to grow, sprouting leaves, branches, until it begins to flower within me, declaring here and now, I am compassion, filling my heart. Yo soy la compasión que llena mi corazón. For those of you that speak Spanish, I am compassion, filling my heart. I am compassion, blossoming inside my heart. I am compassion, radiating all around me. See, feel and imagine a sphere of compassion now completely encircling you. And allow for the next few moments for this compassion to fully envelope every organ within your body. Compassion. Restoring the harmony of your lungs. Compassion. Restoring the rhythm of your heart. Compassion. Restoring your liver, your kidneys, your pancreas. Compassion. Offering a softening in your intestines. Compassion. Active in every organ, in every cell, in every nucleus of every cell, and every atom, in every molecule. I am compassion in me now. Yo soy la compasión en mí. Aquí y ahora. Take a mental and emotional picture right now what compassion feels like. Knowing that the vibration of compassion is available to you anytime you choose to evoke it, to call it forth from within you. Feel appreciation for the capacity that you have to participate in this experience of compassion. Bring to mind an area in which you're struggling with right now. Perhaps an area in which you are feeling sorry for yourself or feeling helpless, or scared or confused about making important decisions. Or perhaps it's a relationship that is coming apart. Just bring that situation to mind. Feel the pain, feel whatever it is the situation is triggering within you. And see yourself, offering yourself some of these blossoming flowers of compassion. As if your higher self, your Christed self, came down to this human self, limited self, and said, "It's okay. I am here with you. You're not alone in your pain. I am with you, always." That this radiance of compassion offer a softening, bring some healing, calm, ease that part of you. Allow the sphere of compassion that envelops you now to begin to grow and expand beyond you. To double, triple, quadruple its size. so that you can now begin to include in this sphere your loved ones. People in your life that you know are moving through pain, sadness, grief, discomfort. Allow the radiance of compassion from your heart to envelop them. Allow yourself to become a vehicle of this compassion. See compassion entering into their lives and do what compassion does. Ease the pain, the suffering. See yourself walking up to this family member, this friend, hugging them, holding them. In essence, saying, "You're not alone, I'm with you." Within you is the capacity to transcend this situation. You got this. I am with you. For the next few moments, continue to allow this radiance of compassion from your heart to go out to those friends, family members, children, co-workers. And allow the sphere to continue to grow in size and radius. To go beyond your town, your city, your state, your country, until it envelopes the entire world with compassion. From this awareness of our oneness with God, we claim I am compassion radiating in the world. I am compassion in me. I am compassion in my family and my friends. I am compassion radiating all over the world. I am the heart of compassion of Christ in me. I am the heart of compassion of Mother Mary in me. I am the compassionate heart of Buddha in me. I am Lord Krishna of compassion in me. I am compassion setting me free. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. compassion is always accessible to you. And to assist you in activating it, you can always call in the divine blueprint teachings or current of any spiritual master that for you represents an embodiment of compassion. You can now gently begin to return to the full awareness of our time together, opening your eyes and taking a moment to check in with yourself, and then just notice how are you feeling right now. All right, we have come to the end of our time together. So I hope you're walking away feeling more grounded and feeling this vibration of compassion, and also with a deeper understanding of what compassion is. So thank you, Irish, Sheetal, Mary, Shell, Iris, Daniel, Pete, Peter, and Bridget. Torbjorn. Sorry, I probably messed it up right now. Tanya, Teresa, Peter, Jennifer, Jacob, Silvana. You know, Silvana, that was my grandmother's name. Monica, Karin, Ellen, Marilyn, and Mary Amanda. Thank you. Pernilla, thank you. Cindy, thank you. SA. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. All right, so next week when we resume these heart stream, weekly heart stream, we'll continue with the next virtue of the heart. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today and for giving me the privilege to guide you into your heart, and then through your heart to the heart of God, the divine presence within you. I look forward to connecting with you again next week. And until then, please be compassionate with yourself. You now know how. All right. Till then, I send you all my love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista. Ciao. Bye-bye.